I'm Jake Turner. Coming up, Robert Downey Jr. is back as Tony Stark, and the writer of Lethal Weapon, Shane Black, is in the director's chair. Is the iron still hot, or is it post-Avengers syndrome? It's my review of Iron Man 3 right now. Let's make one thing clear. I'm not a fanboy, and I didn't think that one plot point ruined the film. Iron Man 3 turned out to be the best Iron Man yet, taking place after the Avengers storyline, but leaves Tony Stark with cold sweats, lack of sleep, and anxiety attacks known as PTSD. At the same time, Stark created Mach 42, an Iron Man suit that's in sync with him, literally, but that's creating problems with Pepper Potts, played once again by Gwyneth Paltrow. Meanwhile, a mysterious figure, only known as the Mandarin, is beginning to unleash terrorism across America by interrupting regular programming and philosophizing how he plans to surprise. Sounds Bin Laden-like, and when Bing Kingsley is part of it, anything is possible. After a threat by Stark directly to the Mandarin, the Stark compound is destroyed, leaving him to fend for himself and seek revenge, which is where the film hits its stride, and with a strong and emotional core and buddy cop-style chemistry. Witness how Tony befriends an awkward but intelligent little boy, played with a balance of snarkiness and compassion by Ty Simpkins. I know this is crazy, but we get more of Don Cheadle as James Rhodes, aka Iron Patriot. The chemistry is there, and the words coming out of their mouth feels nostalgic, like Riggs and Murtaugh in Lethal Weapon. But officially, I just want to make this clear that Robert Downey Jr. embodies Tony Stark and his alter ego Iron Man, dominating the screen with that snarky charm, witty fast-talking leadership, and stubbornness that's made the franchise into one of the most memorable characters in cinema, like Harrison Ford's Indiana Jones. Though just when you think we're about to go into another businessman as a villain territory, like in the occasionally enjoyable Iron Man 2, they throw this badass twist into the character, Aldrich Killian, where he had more on his mind than business meetings and dinners. Killian gets the right man in Guy Pearce, who can add another great performance to his already bloated resume. Playing him like a Bond villain with a suave and attractive personality, add a dose of stubborn intensity, and you have an iconic villain. Writer-director Shane Black brings a satirical, one-liner heavy writing with the slam-bang, edge-of-your-seat action sequences that he observed from action film pros Richard Donner, Ronnie Harlan, and the late Tony Scott while being on set, injecting one well-choreographed action sequence after another that are amazingly loud, and did I mention exciting as well? At times in the film, his writing showed, making us care for each character, throwing in depth with it. Patros Potts goes from damsel in distress to a fiery badass, and Roan actually feels less than a sidekick and more of a Lethal Weapon-style chemistry with Stark, feeling fresh and nostalgic. Now briefly, one of the reasons Iron Man 3 was great was the satirical twist thrown in that angered fanboys and had casual filmgoers like me laughing at the screen with delight. A fearless move by Mr. Black. With its balanced tone of dramedy and comic book action blended with booming music courtesy of Brian Tyler, scenery-chewing performances by Downey and Pearce, a witty script, and a jaw-dropping ending that will have you searching for your Iron Man helmet come 2015 when Avengers 2 is unleashed in the theaters. Now, a quick little update. Robert Downey Jr. has signed on for 2 more Avengers adventures as he uttered in the original, I am Iron Man. Damn right you are. I give Iron Man 3 an A. I'm Jake Turner reminding you to spend your money wisely at the cinema.